Hi, and welcome to eCourses powered by Junction. Today, we'll be going over eCourse structure and materials.
Welcome to the adaptive courseware version of Delivering Healthcare in America. This segment focuses on the structure and content of the courseware. As you can see, the courseware contains 14 lessons. These lessons match the chapter structure of the textbook. The courseware is designed to be easy to implement by instructors, and if you're already using the textbook, this is a very familiar structure. In addition to the content, instructors are provided with instructor resources, as well as a midterm and final, which you can give to your students. Let's take a look at a lesson, Lesson 5. Each of the lessons follows a similar structure, making it simple and easy for students. The lessons begin with a short introduction. The content of the lesson is provided in subtopics, which you will see here. 5.1 through 5.11 in this particular lesson are subtopics out of the textbook. This mirrors the structure of the textbook, again, making it simple for instructors to implement. In addition to those subtopics, students are presented with practice activities, an in-class presentation, and lesson quiz. Let's have a look at some of the content. We're now looking at page 5.5, telemedicine, telehealth, and remote monitoring. Each of the pages in the lesson follows a similar structure. Students are presented with readings, terms, video examples, and assessment options. We'll start with the reading. As you can see, the subsection of the textbook presented here is rather short, a page or two. The goal is that students will spend approximately 10 minutes on each page. These are short, small bits of content that focus students on very specific learning objectives. Everything on this page is focused on one learning objective around telemedicine, telehealth, and remote monitoring. Once students are done with the reading, they're presented with the key terms from this particular subsection, an OER video example that elaborates on the content, in this case, a CBS News video.
With waits at doctors' offices increasing, online visits are becoming the new house calls. Google.
As mentioned, the video does not substitute for the reading, merely elaborates on the reading. Students are then provided with an opportunity to evaluate their own knowledge. In this case, some drag and drop questions. And you'll see that students have the opportunity to immediately check their answers. These assessments are not designed as assessments, rather as practice activities, giving students the option to understand what they know and how well they know it. The questions include drag and drop as well as multiple choice. And as you can see, the opportunity for them to check their answers is right here. In fact, they don't even need to submit these. These are purely for practice. Students are also provided with a long answer evaluation. You as the instructor have the choice as to set these as graded or not. If you do not want to grade these, you can keep these in as practice. And students can submit results right here. You'll notice that as I submit as a student, I'm immediately provided with feedback. So my answer is here, but in addition to the question, which is shown up here, I'm provided with immediate feedback. So this is, again, using assessment as an opportunity to learn rather than assessment for assessment's sake. You can use these as graded, in which case the correct answers will not show, but that is entirely up to you. When students are done going through all the content, they can navigate to the rest of the lesson. They can use the next or back buttons. They can navigate to any page within the entire course, or they can use the breadcrumbs to navigate to any page within the lesson. I'm going to jump to the practice activities, page 5.12. You'll see here, students are presented with flashcards, the key terms from this particular lesson. A great way for students to memorize some of the terms and understand their concepts. Students do have the option to change their study mode. So in this case, key terms, they can actually make more of a multiple choice and get immediate feedback. Again, a practice assessment, not designed for evaluation, designed to give students the opportunity to evaluate what they know. An in-class presentation presented to students here. Students may download this, they may view this. This is the in-class presentation that is provided to you, the instructor. If you wanted to lock this particular page and not make it available to students until your in-class presentation actually met, your in-class session was held, you can do that. So this can be locked to students if you choose. And finally, the end of lesson quiz. In this case, this is a higher stakes assessment. You'll notice that there is a due date. You'll notice that we are controlling the number of attempts that students can actually make. All of this control is up to you, the instructor. You can set open dates, close dates. You can decide to allow late submissions if you'd like. You can control the number of submissions that students can make. And you may also control when the answers are released, if at all. Questions here are fill-in, multiple choice, and matching.